Oh, yes, yes, yes. There's what's known as the bar. All the attorneys practicing in a community approach. Literally, the wooden railing separating the judge and the lawyers in a courtroom. Oh, and the Bar Association. An organization composed of attorneys, the various bar associations usually lay down the code of ethics by which attorneys should practice their profession. Then there's that bar examination that law school graduates must pass before given the privilege to practice law in a particular state or before a federal court. Ooch. Oh my gosh, look at that. And then barred, prevented. A lawsuit is said to be barred when the statute of limitations expires. And then the barrenness, the infertility, the inability to bear offspring. The term sterility was formerly used to denote barrenness. Oh! Then the barrister, a term used in English law to denote a legal counselor who pleads his case at the bar. Po. And then there's that bastard, a child born out of wedlock, an illegitimate child. Yes. Now this bar, yes, practicing in a community. I had emailed some of those in the American Bar Association, yes. But I realized that each county has their own county bar association. Could you get me the members of the Clallam County Bar Association for the last 40 years? Now maybe Karen Unger can't remember when she was 15 to 25 years old, or Judge Kogenauer, has he always belonged to the Bar Association? You don't have your memories, do you? Now there's Stan Meyer, my first public defender. Does he belong to the Clallam County Bar Association? Did he realize that when he represented me and I was found not guilty of violating that protection order, that their reissuance of the protection order during the trial actually violated certain laws where the protection order has to be enforced during the actual trial? Yes. And did he have any realization about why it is that you have to give notice and opportunity to the respondent before issuing protection orders, where having a court hearing where I'm arrested and served dissolution of marriage at the same time, yes, really violates the execution of the dissolution of marriage? Yes, it does. And arresting me for violating a protection order where I was not given any due process? Yes. See, I had emailed Stan once, Pooch, and I said, Stan, do you understand the significance of the Violence Against Women's Act? I said, Stan, listen, 2 to 4 million people can go to prison for having any knowledge of violating it. Pooch. That means every attorney, as officers of the court or as members of every bar. Pouch! Why don't you get me every community bar association in every city and every county where your little group of individuals that doesn't remember what it means to be 20 years old can get sued and go to fucking prison. Now, Stan asked me to not email him anymore because he said he didn't represent me. But the truth is he does, and I was really nice to him because I didn't want to upset him. But the truth is, when you put me on trial for violating a protection order where there was no due process, no proof of service prior to having court hearings, Stan Myers representing me, it wasn't just a mistrial, it's a contempt of court for allowing for a court order to be issued that's in violation of the Violence Against Women's Act. Now, for every member of the Clallam County Bar Association, I'm going to sue every fucking attorney in this county. Do you fucking understand? Now, it seems that you don't have your memories, McMenamin, Wolfley, po, Ralph, Mr. Black, ooch. Now, for every attorney that has knowledge of violating the requirements of the Violence Against Women's Act, they're complicit in domestic violence, ooch. And for every attorney that has knowledge of the crime of kidnapping and child abduction, ooch, they're complicit in the fucking crime!